The roof deck of a hotel is a wonderful venue for a mini retreat. Good morning. Welcome to Reset Your Life today. This is Mark Lopez. I invite you to join me for a mini retreat to find out if you're living you at your utmost. The reset question for this weekend is this: do you love God or do you fear Him? I invite you to find a quiet spot where you can be undisturbed for the next 5 to 15 minutes to just enjoy your time with the Lord and to spend time with Him and to listen to Him. When you've found that spot, replay the video. Are you ready to hit reset? All right, let's begin. Remember who you are. Declare with me. I am God's beloved. I am complete in Jesus Christ. Now slow down. Silence your heart. Silence your mind. And then enter now. Letter N. Notice your breathing. Inhale, exhale. Listen to your breath. Open the present moment. Close the door to yesterday. Close the door to tomorrow. Be here. Be present right now. W. Welcome God's presence. In the next 5 to 15 minutes, just be in God's presence. It's not a time to listen to insights. It's just a time to be mindful of God truly present right here, right now with you. Now it's time to talk to God. I invite you to begin this time with the Lord, listening to Him with this reflection. The title of this reflection is, do you love God or fear Him? Driving home from church after a time of worship, a car cut me off. I was furious. I wanted to honk real hard and yell at the driver. What bothered me more than the driver was my reaction. I had just come from church. Why was I feeling so impatient, so prideful? I realized I had gone to church that day out of duty, out of fear of offending God. Saint Anthony of Padua says, I quote, "Of what value is learning that does not turn to love?" Unquote. If I may rephrase it, of what value is church, worship service, a Bible study, if it does not make you more loving? St. James tells us in James chapter 1, verse 26 to 27, I quote, "Those who consider themselves religious and yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongues deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless." Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. Unquote. Is your religion, your spiritual practices, motivated by love for God or fear of Him? St. James reminds us that pure religion makes us loving. True spiritual practice expands our heart zones. We catch ourselves not just caring for those close to us. As our heart zones expand, we start loving orphans and widows. And this is how it begins. By deciding to stop trying to earn God's love, but instead allowing Him to love you. To love you as you are, to love you where you are. Are you religiously relating to God because you're motivated by fear? Or are your practices, are your ways of relating to God motivated by love? Take this time to just come before God and talk to Him about it. I invite you to pray with me. Heavenly Father, please forgive me for coming to you out of fear, for the many times that I've tried to earn your love. I come before you right now with all my failures, with all my sins, all my shortcomings. I lift them all up to you. And I thank you that you love me exactly as I am. I receive all your love to fill up what's lacking in my life, Lord, to replace my fears with your love, that I may share this love with others, especially widows and orphans, people who need your love the most. I make this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. Friend, thank you for joining me in this retreat this weekend. I invite you to join me again next weekend. If this retreat has blessed you, please share it with your friends and family members. This is Mark Lopez saying, enjoy God today. Be you at your utmost.